Hello and welcome back to my Flosstube channel. My name is Lizzie. You can find me on Instagram as this Mrs. Fisher Stitches. How are we all? I hope we've all had a lovely new year. I spent a lot of my new year break stitching and I had a lovely time. Thank you for everybody who sent me good luck messages for my exam. It went well, I think. I mean, obviously don't get the results back for a while. But I think it went okay. I've got a big piece of coursework due in on Monday and I'm pretty much there. I'm going to spend the rest of the day doing it today. Oh, excuse me. And then hopefully if I get it smashed out today, I can stitch tomorrow, which is Sunday. Yeah, did I say today is Saturday the 13th of January? So we're nearly halfway through January, which is good because it's not my favourite month. It's grey, and I would like just something interesting to look at out the window other than the grey sky. So I left you and saying I only wanted to take 50 whips into 2024, didn't I? So I needed to finish something and finish something else if I wanted to have a new start for New Year's Eve. Well, I did finish something, and I'll show you that in a second, but only the one something, and I started something new anyway because it's my life, my rules. I've got 51 whips at the moment. Oh no, 52, because I've started something else as well. 52 at the moment, and I don't care. I'm quite happy with that. Some people think it's too many. Some people have got like over 100, and I think that's brilliant for them. I wouldn't be able to store over 100 things. My little side of the room over here, my little corner, is overflowing with cross stitch, and I think it stresses me sometimes how untidy it is. Not often, fortunately. Let me show you what I finished. Hold on, it's at the bottom of this pile, of course, isn't it? Oh, there's my little notebook. That might be handy. Oh, there it is. Phew! I need to find something to put it against. I haven't got a board, but I'll use these pieces of paper. Okay, so it's been a while. Oh, and I can insert pictures here. When you last saw it, it looked like this. And now I have finished Snowdrop Cottage. So this is by Little Dove Designs. And it was in Cross Stitcher magazine February last year, February 2023 I think it was. No matter how cold the winter, spring is sure to follow. And I think I need to get that framed. Hey, cold, how long? Need to get that framed and up on the wall to remind me that spring will come. Isn't it lovely? So yeah, I've mentioned every time. I put my little doggies in the top and my cat's in the window, bless her. Rest in peace. And there we are. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely? So stitch 2 over 2 on a 32 count Zweigart, but I don't know what the actual colour is. It came as a kit, you know, when you get cross stitch, you can order the kit of bits and bobs to make it, and it came as part of that. I mean, they sent 4 skeins. It was really good. So that's done. Yay! That's been. I wanted to finish it last year, and I did finish it in 2023. So that is off the list. Now then, I did try and do 12 by 12. So that's the brainchild of Kia B, and she and Pam from Just Keep Stitching did it first a couple of years ago, where they had 12 starts from noon or 11 till 12, 11 in the morning till New Year's Eve, New Year's 12 o'clock, so New Year's Day, 12 starts, 1 an hour. I didn't try and do 12 starts, don't worry, I'm not crazy. I tried to do 12, 10, 12 whips. I had a list, and according to my list, I worked on 2 of them. And I'm not even sure I should show you, because I did 118 stitches on one and a Paisley amount on another, and then I had to go and visit my mother. And I did take cross stitching with me, but it was so cold that I just sat and kept warm. Here we go, look. So this is Gnome Ville by Little Dove Designs. It's a stitch along from a couple of years ago, and what I managed to do in the hour that was allocated for it was fill in this window and start the lamp that's hanging from this toadstool here. So I have touched it recently. I'm stitching it 1/1 on 28 count from DMC. It's a even weave, but I really dislike the fabric. I'd much prefer Zweigart fabric. No, it might be linen. Anyhow, there's just it's scritchy scratchy, so there's nothing to it. But it is a really cute pattern. And I really should finish it off. Apart from anything else, there's loads of threads in this bag. But we'll get there. We will get there at some point. This is what it's going to look like. And then my other stitch for 12 by 12 was my glorious, sorry about the squinchling, I'm just trying to find the cover photo. My glorious, no, it's not there, I will add it here. My glorious Oak King. And I think I took a before picture, which I will add just here. I managed 116 stitches in the hour that was allocated. So I don't know if you'll see any difference to the before picture, but here is what he's looking like at the moment. I think this corner here is completely stitched in. I do love stitching on it when I get it out. Oh no, I can see some holes. Oh well. The first 4 blocks of the first 3 by 3 of 10 is completely full, and then we start getting some holes. He's going to be wonderful when he's finished. I just need to carry on. Stop studying really, and then, mind you, then I'd have to get a job. Oh, I don't know, I wouldn't be able to buy cross stitch things if I just gave up work and sat and cross stitched all day, would I? I wouldn't be able to buy the things to stitch. Mind you, at the moment that's not a problem. I've got more than I will ever get to, unless we win the lottery. I don't think we have, because my husband would have woken me up before he went to the shops, wouldn't he? So that was New Year's Eve. Oh no, when I got back from my mum's, I thought, oh, I can't do anything else. I want to start something new. So I did. I started what is going to look like this. It's by Quaternion Creations. It's hopefully going to fit on this piece of fabric. I've started in the wrong place. I put it away because I got cross wicks, had to do a bit of frogging. But I've started the big dragon's wing. Big dragon's wing. In the middle. So it's turning out to be a lot bigger than I thought. This is some 18 count Ada by Stitch Ferret. It's lovely. I've finished a dragon piece on it before, which I'll put in at the, you probably have seen that. I'll probably put a little picture in at the beginning, because I'm quite proud of him and how my husband turned him into a cupboard to keep all my coffee bits in. So yeah, that's Quaternion Creations Dragons and Apples Sal. It was a Sal along, Sal is stitch along, so it was a stitch along a long time ago. Now I've just bought the pattern because I'm very into dragons at the moment. Year of the Dragon. and I am a fan of Fourth Wing Iron Flame. Finished it. Very good books. But oh my boy, does she spin you at the end? So like you're sat on your seat and you're like facing the other direction by the time you finished it. It's like whoa. Didn't see that coming. I've got this on my lap because I can't remember if I showed you last time. But I think I've got down to the bottom now. I wanted to get it out because I thought my nails match it really nicely, if I'm honest. I've got down to the bottom. This is Ragnarok by Long Dog Samplers. This is a little deer. And now I've got down to the bottom edge, which is nice because I've got all this fabric down here to play with, which I will eventually cut off once I've checked that I've got to the bottom edge. So yeah, that's exciting. Lots of people are planning on working on their Ragnaroks. We've got a bit of a sale going. Not that we've got a hashtag, I don't think, but lots of people are planning to or working on theirs from our little group at the moment, which is tempting me back. What else have I worked on? All right, I'm just going to do some Velcro, mind your ears. I had another new start. So I'm in no particular order, am I? I started to sort of start along with Sew Me Sarah and Flossie Sews and Grows. Both of them are here on the old Tubes of You. Are starting 50 new projects this year in honour of or to celebrate their 50th birthday year. Happy birthday for you guys when it comes round. And the first one they started off with in the new year was this pattern from Girl with a Gavel Stitches by Chloe Wood. And I got my copy because I went to Stitch in London. This is the original, and this is Chloe's stitched up version. And true to form, I changed colours, and here it is. It's getting a little blown out. The fabric's slightly darker. So here, this is where I've got to. And what I'm doing is I'm loading up like 6 needles of the dark and 3 of the light, and just stitching till they run out, and then putting it away. And that's really working. So I think from my future, if I'm doing something with just a couple of colours or just one colour as I do, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to load up a load of needles because it makes it so much easier, so much quicker, and it also gives you a good stopping point. I do like these birds. I tried them with the yellow beak, but it just drew to the beak rather than the beautifulness. I was tempted to give them fluorescent pink hair as well. I might stitch it again. This is going to be a gift to someone. I might stitch it again and give my one fluorescent pink hair on the same fabric, obviously, because I like purple. I like purple. So yeah, that's going to be gifted away once I've finished it. I did start something at Stitch in London. Let me just have a bit of tea. My mouth's getting incredibly dry. First thing in the morning. My little daughter bought me this as a reminder that we are strong women in this household. So yeah, in Stitch in London I did start a little project. N is for Neuron, by someone, can't remember who. Anyway, I stitched that up and I finally finished it yesterday. I sat in a cafe finishing off this little, I just made it into a sort of fabric-y something. I didn't take a picture, so I don't know what I'm telling you because I can't even show you. But I did get some odd looks sat in this cafe stitching and folding and snipping, and yeah. Anyhow, I'm used to odd looks. Those are things. Here is an old whip of mine in this pillowcase that I'm going to have to insert a picture of the cover. Excuse me, sorry, wrinkle. I don't think I've got it. I think I looked for it before. This is what the thing will look like. And then here is where I was when I picked it up. And so I've started a thing called Moo Cow Monday, where I stitch on this, which is called Moo by Bothy Threads. And that's where I've got to. I just want it done now. So I've pretty much stitched all of this here, because that's done as far as it goes that way. So now I'm coming back and doing this bit. But yeah, on Mondays I stitch my Moo Cow now, with the plan to finish it. That's stitched there, yeah. With the plan to finish it as soon as possible. Not for any deadline, just because it's dragging a bit, this one now. But yeah, it'll get done. 14 count, came with the kit, so it's nice and easy. The colours are just all the same. Browns. Look, here they are. Let me show you. This is when I first started with floss drops. Made them out of a Jaffa cake box. Now I just want Jaffa cakes all the time. They're really messy, but as you can see, it's just browns. And there's pink, 2 pinks and 2 yellows in there as well. Pinks for the tongue and the nose. Oh, I suppose I'm done with the pinks probably, because I've done the tongue. And yellows for the tags on his ears. Nice Jersey cow. I think it's a Jersey. My husband would know. And then I think the last 2 that I've been working on is this one here, which is still in the frame, so I did a fair bit of him last night. Is Peter Pig. I keep calling him Percy Pig, but that's Marks and Spencer's, isn't it? Percy Pigs. Here he is. Oh, he used to look like this. He's going to look like this. And now, at the moment, he looks like this. And he's going to be tiny. He's brilliant. Just see if I can get a bit closer. So you can see I've done some of his wellies. I've done all this black yesterday inside his trousers. I'm trying to be good and do background as well, because obviously there's a lot of boring background to do, because it's full coverage. And once I've done his coat and his legs, I've got the same amount of stitching to do to get his head done. Oh, brilliant, isn't it? Love him. I love him. So I think I had a look. Well, I was working on it last night. I think I said to my husband I was 8% through. Let's have a quick check. Of course, you can. I've got the pattern on. What's this called? This is called Pattern Keeper. Sorry, I've not been up long. I got up because the dog was crying. I came down. He hasn't come to see me or anything. He was just howling. Apparently, it was in the night as well. I think he must be cold and lonely, maybe. Anyway, yeah, 8.27% through. Got a bit of a way to go, but I've only got 134 more stitches of black, which is good because it's not, black is not the easiest Oh, I've got 666 stitches of 13. Black is not the easiest to do 1/1 on. I don't know, I think, I'd like to say this was 32 count. I think it might be 28. Anybody have any ideas on that? Of course you need a ruler. I'll count, I'll work it out for next time up, or I'll either ask him what he ordered, he won't know, or measure it with a ruler and count. And then my last piece I've worked on in the 2 weeks, just having a quick look around to see if there's anything that jumps out and says, no, you worked on me too. I did a few stitches last night on Circus of Triangles. It's not called that. Circus of Triangles, by Ink Circles. Anyway, the triangle one. Did a few stitches on that last night, but not really enough to make any progress worth showing. So progress worth showing is on this piece. She says, I've put it on a huge frame and it's really heavy. And I'm going to have, oh yeah, this is Vanda by Modern Folk Embroidery. I'm really rubbish at this. And it was here, it was like this when I last showed it, but before I picked it up this time round, and I have worked. So I'm doing it a bit different. Jacob's doing it, the pattern is for all black, or very nearly black. I'm making it colourful because that's who I am. So I stitched this yellow and green, this purple here, the pink and the red. So I've started this tree to be red and I really love it. Maybe I'll work on that once I've got my, oh sorry, nearly knocked you over. Once I've got my coursework done and dusted, I could just sit and do that tree, couldn't I? You know, if I sat for a whole day and stitched, oh, I can't. I was thinking I could do that tomorrow, but my daughter wants me to go and see her at uni for coffee, which will be lovely. And then I've got to go and see my mum. Maybe next weekend I can have a whole weekend to sit and stitch. Because I won't have any coursework. Shouldn't have any coursework next weekend. So next weekend, I'm going to work on that red tree. That's the back. Doesn't matter from this distance. Just in case it does matter. Next weekend, I'll work on this big red tree here. So expect to see some progress on that. I mean, I will forget I've said that before next weekend. Or the world will fall apart. My world, the world is falling apart. My world will fall apart a bit more than it already has done. Recently. So plans. So I don't really make plans. Lots of people have got all these plans for Whipgo. Tried that last year. Did it for a month. Didn't like being told what to do. Even though it was me telling myself what to do, I didn't like it. So that only lasted a month. Obviously, I've got Moo Cow Monday. And I'm okay with telling myself that Monday's a Moo Cow Monday because that sounds nice. Moo Cow Monday is a funny thing to say. And Percy Pig, I'll get some more stitches done. I might try and finish his welly boots. But that'll be a treat because they're yellow and not background. Background. There was something I wanted to try and work on. It'd be nice to finish the pincushion, the purple pincushion, and get that posted to a friend. It's not very exciting plans, but then exciting plans are sometimes not great because they come to an end and then you're left with a hole, aren't they? Just a short floss tube this week, I think, people. I'm going to go and write my coursework. And once that's done, I'm going to stitch for as much as I can of the weekend. And then If I get the train to see my daughter, I can stitch on the train. And it costs about the same as driving there, petrol wise. Have to look at what the train's doing tomorrow. Yeah, I think we're done. It's been fab seeing you all. And I will see you in a couple of weeks' time, hopefully, because that's when I'm going to try and record Flosstubes 2 weekly, because that gives me good time to make progress. Yeah, anyway, I better go because he's going to be back from the shop soon and need help unpacking the food. And I need another cup of tea or coffee because I'm feeling very tired. And take care, have fun, enjoy. Yeah, I'll tell you about that next time. Take care, have fun, enjoy your stitching. Love you lots. Bye.